Hey guys, it's Pat with Pat's Home Projects and More, and I thought we'd take a look back at a project I did about 4 years ago, which was this retaining wall, and see how it's holding up, and also answer some questions that were in the comments pertaining to the wall. So let's go ahead and dig in. Okay, guys. So keep in mind that I've not done anything to this wall. I haven't had to do any kind of maintenance or anything to it. You can see that the caps are still nice and level across the top. The wall's not pushing out or anything like that. And you got to keep in mind as well that this wall has to tolerate winter weather, as you can see here, for 7 months out of the year. So I do get freezing with temperatures, below zero. So frost and heaving is potential, but has not affected the wall uh, at all. All right. So one of the questions that came up a few times in the comments was that I had put um, some fabric behind the wall, um, and that it was going to cause the wall to hold water and eventually push it over. And what I had used was just some weed fabric, just simple stuff that you can buy at, you know, big box store, Walmart, whatever, comes in a roll. And it's it's water permeable, so you can take, and the water will just run through it. So it's not going to hold water back. And the purpose that for me using it was to allow the water to pass through, but to keep the dirt from coming through and leaving little dirt mounds at the points where the two stones come together. And I can show you an example of that here on a wall that I had put together about 30 years ago. And you can see where the dirt's coming through because I did not put any kind of barrier there. So the purpose of it is strictly to keep the dirt from coming through. It's not going to retain any kind of water, and has not caused any issues, at this point. The other thing that kept coming up was why I didn't glue down, the block or the caps. And it's more or less a preference thing for me. You can glue them down if you're in an area like I have over here, which I did years ago too. But I do step on these caps when I'm cleaning the house or the windows, and these ones I probably wish I had glued down because I have tripped with them because they teeter when I stand on them. So it probably would have been a good idea to glue those down. But for this particular wall, I don't have any kids really here. The grandkids, everybody stays off the wall. They come walking around here, so there's no climbing or anything on the wall. So there's really no need for a wall this size. It's only a few feet high, um, to glue it all down. The other benefit of not gluing this stuff down is, if my projects are designed for homeowners to do. It's not a professional job. If you had a contractor coming in here to do it, he's going to glue it down because he wants to make it as solid as possible. Um, but as a homeowner, this might be a new project. You may never have done one like this before. So there's a possibility maybe you didn't, make the base completely solid. And you may have gotten a little dip on a corner or something like that. So this way you can go ahead and take the sections, back off and remove block as far down as you need to move to get to the point where you can fix the base and reinstall your block without having to sit there and chisel away a bunch of glue or have to go and buy a new block. So it's more user friendly for a homeowner because there's a good chance that you might make a little bit of a mistake if you've never done it before, and this way you can easily correct it and get it looking back to the way you want it. So those were really the two primary questions that people had. Um, if you're curious as far as the lighting goes, that is by a company called Autonomy. I believe it's pronounced, and it's all Wi-Fi, so you can change the color spectrums. You know, during the holidays, Christmas, you know, I have alternate them red and green. During the summertime, they're just, you know, low light. You can set when they come on and go off, all through a Wi-Fi app. So if you're interested in those, you can check out that. I'll put a link in the description. If you're wanting to know what kind of bush this is a smoke bush, and it it takes a little bit of work. It can get really big, and I try to keep it on the small size, but it trims easily and is pretty manageable. But it's a nice plant. All right, guys, that pretty much covers it for this. Thanks for watching, and like I said, check out some of my other videos on projects I've done along with this retaining wall, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Please hit the subscribe button and like the video. Thank you. Bye-bye.